This position is going to go through loading your forearm in and out of a pronated and supinated position. This hammer exercise is pretty common, so I just want to go over a couple specifics of it. So starting off here, right, for anyone that has forearm pain, I always want to start off having them go more so into the motion that doesn't cause pain, right? So if I compare and I have my arms supported, starting off with my elbow bent is typically going to be a little less strenuous than my elbow straight. So I'm going to start off elbow bent, forearm supported, and I'm going to see, well, how does it feel as I slowly lower this hammer into this supinated position, which is going to load more of the medial aspect of my forearm, right? Now, a couple things with this. So I might go that way, and then I may test this way. Now, if one feels painful, like if I have a tennis elbow or a lateral epicondylitis problem, this one is typically more painful. If I have more of a medial elbow issue, typically the hammer falling out to the side is going to be more uncomfortable. So, I'm going to have that person pick the one that feels best to start. So let's say that it feels better when I take the hammer down this way. So I'm going to start very slowly lowering the hammer into that direction. Now I have the option here of a couple things. One would be to actually use my other hand to bring the hammer back up. So that way I'm only lowering into the negative or lowering down portion of the exercise. Okay, but if this one feels fine, if I have no pain at all with it, I can do the down and the backup version, right? Now let's say I do 5 of those because that's the better direction, and then I may come back to this one and say, all right, when do I start to get pain? I'm going to lower very slowly. I'm going to keep a nice neutral wrist, and let's say I start to get pain there. I'll use the other hand to stop it and bring it out of it, right? Then maybe I'll go the other way, which I know feels fine, and I can lower slowly, maybe in and out of that one. And then maybe coming down this way, I'll go nice and slow. And when I say pain, I'm thinking like 3 to 4 out of 10, especially when it's back in the tendon. Feeling stuff more through the muscle is typically okay, and I would even encourage you to continue to go through that. But as soon as it starts to become more localized into the back of the elbow, that's where you want to stop, use the hand to come out of it. Now, like you're seeing, I may start off alternating these two. Now let's say it hurts both ways. So then maybe same thing, I'll do the negative as far as I can, and as soon as I start to get a significant amount of pain, my other hand comes in, brings it out. Same thing going the other way, I'll lower in slowly. As soon as I start to get pain, other hand comes in, brings it out, right? Now let's say the length of this hammer is just too much, and as soon as I start it hurts. Well, I can always shorten my grip here, right? So the closer my hand is to the head of this hammer, the less strenuous the exercise is going to be, right? Same thing though, if I get significant pain, I'm always going to use my other hand to bring myself out of it. But I'm very slowly going to lower to that point and back out. I really want to see, do I start to, obtain the ability to get deeper into that motion to where I can even get full motion. And then if it's still sore there, I could use the other hand, but if it's not, then I could use just active pulling out of the hammer into that direction. Then from here, I would go to more of an extended arm. So I may even want to prop something up on my elbow here or my arm just to get me more of a straight arm position. And I would go through that same sequence. Maybe I would start off with myself choked up on the hammer, and maybe I would work my way down to the bottom of the hammer, focusing first on just the negative lowering. If I hit a painful spot, I use the other hand to bring it out, right? If it's not so bad one way but painful the other way, maybe I'll let myself go through the full range in the not so uncomfortable direction and pull back out. But maybe when I go this way, I say, oh yeah, that really starts to hurt. I use my other hand to come out of it.